We always look forward to games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoffs. Welcome to Faurot Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Season underway as toe meets leather. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Penn State's offense takes the field to start this game off. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before. That's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
Hey, they're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity, so some challenges coming his way for sure.
Trying to turn the corner on the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. What an offseason in the recruiting department, reeling in a top 10 class, and you got to think that's going to help.
Man, yeah, it's just nice when you get some recruiting and some excitement, right? Get a top 10 class. You know the talent is really, really good. The young talent pushes the older talent, Jesse, and it just makes the squad obviously so much better.
And with that top 10 class, David, they really feel like they were able to reload the roster, and they think they've got some impact freshmen in this class as well. Can't wait to see what they do today.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Unloads it left. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Looking to throw on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Now on the option. Fighting for the goal line, and the ball's out.
Well, you always worry about turnovers in the first game, and for this young man, he's got to be able to turn the page. I know that was his first carry of the year. He puts it on the ground. That's the nightmare scenario, but you got to be able to wash that and flush it out. You got to be able to play the next play.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Missouri wants to go fast. Guys, let's talk here for just a second about Missouri. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our...
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Reads it, fires complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it out of the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout called here by the defense is the first one they've used this half. The Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. He'll keep it on the sneak. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Now on the move. It's loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Got room at the 35. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size...
Touchdown, Tiger! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive. And he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. The Nittany Lions really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Buys a little time with his feet. On the move, he fires. Complete to the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They want to run this quarterback. Got enough for the first. Across the 25, he's got room. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Patrick Mahomes, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Florida. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense, and here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter.
Now, a 4th down. Number 17 in punt formation to kick it away.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He'll be brought down, but it'll move the chains for Mizzou. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball, too. You could see there right after the 3rd down play, looking at his sideline, saying, give me the ball. I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team. And he comes through big time.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Catch in the middle, it's Hayes. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So Missouri will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. That's kind of a Northeast thing.
He's looking deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Pass interference. Defense.
The offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. A run for the quarterback. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now on 2nd and goal. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State!
And that is the perfect way to cap off this drive. This thing started way back on their 2-yard line, and they methodically marched it down the field. You saw a little bit of everything on this drive, so at the very end, you pay it off. Really nice job running down in the red zone for the score.
Personal foul.
And he puts through the extra point. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He'll pull it on the read. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Coming to the line looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to power their way ahead. Turning it on! He's now up to 70 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs.
325.
On the ground with the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
Second down coming up.
Looking to fire. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And they decide to trot out the kicker. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll try the toss to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. A first down for the offense. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Denmark. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Sends it back in motion. They'll try to get outside.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Wants to fire on second down. Back open in the middle. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Using his feet. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. Now up by 7 points here in the second. After putting up a 3 spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. The throw to the outside is complete. Still running at the 40. Oh, he found a space on the right. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And backed up, first and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. On the option. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
This defense didn't hang its head. They stood tall after the big play. Third and goal coming. On the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Off the play fake on first down. Fires on the move. Working that left side. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Oh, it's a reverse. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Columbia. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Man, and they tried the surprise onside to start the second half. And this game's a great game. It's been back and forth, tie football game. Maybe trying to jumpstart yourself, but I'll tell you what, now you've put your defense in a bind. Let's see how they respond.
Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. Missouri wants to go fast. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Out of the shotgun on third down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Punt is on its way. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Now they'll run it on the toss. There he goes. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. He just broke the century mark, 100 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
QBs like this are so hard to defend. They know what you're doing, and they're getting the ball out fast. They knew they had the corner route. Take advantage. Hit it right now.
Oh, he's got a chance. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Grab near the marker. It's Martin. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Fires toward the target, and he dropped it, just didn't work the thing all the way in.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Moving away from pressure. On the run, fires downfield. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And the Nittany Lions will try to punch it in on first and goal. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. And they'll send 5 wide receivers out, maybe creating... And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. The 50, the 40, running inside the 20. Touchdown! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And how about the defense just straight flipping the script? They got a goal-to-go situation, just trying not to give up a touchdown. You want to give up a field goal, not only do they make a big play, they scoop up the fumble, they take it all the way to the house, and they get a touchdown.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, big update in a top 5 game today. Texas A&M is in serious trouble right now. I'm not sure some folks won't be asking for a refund on their NIL investment. A putrid performance in College Station. They're trailing by 14 to Michigan. We'll circle back if anything big happens in a 1 versus 2 matchup you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him.
Lets it fly. He's got it on the outside. They make the stop, but this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he did it there. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. He's got him. They stop him just a leak or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Nittany Lions come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Got his man. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Steps away. It's complete on the right side. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
And that's why this QB's speed is such an asset. He can use it to his advantage, buy himself time to make a nice throw down the field.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Culliver. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Offense in an empty set. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Culliver. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. Oh, he's got some space. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
Hand off from the shotgun. Makes his man miss. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. A strike downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. So we open the final period with a third down play. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. The Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to sneak it. Just inside the 35, first and 10 from the 34. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Missouri gets to the line quickly. Let's talk a little bit about Missouri. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get this. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers!
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the two-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot,
they get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea. I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Snap it to the back. Touchdown, Tiger! And they add 6 more to the board for that trip to the house.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything. And padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, it's a good day.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
38, Penn State, 17.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the...
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath.
And this defense is perfectly fine with that. When you're up a couple possessions, you want everything in front of you. You want that clock to tick, make sound tackles, and don't give up big plays.
They go to the ground. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He now has 111 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
It'll be 3rd and long. The snap sets up to throw. Fires on the move. Complete to the right. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Nittany Lions are rolling down the field. Now from inside the red zone. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
At the 14-yard line.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And he knocked that one right down the middle. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. Fights off a defender. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This drive will open from the 15. Going right to work up top. He's going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Martin. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
He wants a big play here late. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires deep on the run. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive power all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that